guys, welcome back to another video. I just finished up with work and I decided to take you guys along for my evening routine, I guess, whatever the opposite of a morning routine is. Yeah, this is not an every single day type of thing. I feel like I'm always saying I'm not a very organized person, not a very aesthetic person, but this is like my ideal routine if I can. Just try to like have some structure after work. I obviously work from home today, so it's nice that I can just finish and do something else at home. Today we are going to be making dinner. I live with my boyfriend, so we do take turns with cooking. Honestly, he is probably the reason I get fed like 80% of the time. I try to balance between if I'm gonna go to the gym or something, which I'm not today. So I'm gonna talk about what I do on my non-gym days and all that good stuff. So just a very casual evening after work, my 5 to 9 or whatever people call it. We actually have been back on the meal plans or meal kits. We used to have HelloFresh, not sponsored in any way, shape, or form, but I've decided to try Chef's Plate. It's basically just like every other meal kit delivery service. You can choose which meals you like, and then I had just signed up for this, so I got like a discount off of my first few boxes. So we're gonna do one of these tonight, and honestly, I'm feeling like this pasta. It's supposed to take 30 minutes. I don't know if I have ever successfully made a meal within the exact amount of time that they said that it was gonna be done, but we can try. Water is boiling, and then I'm gonna prep the veggies. Oh my god, I turned the wrong one on. If you've never seen one of these before, this is basically just what the food comes in. You get a bag for each of the meals. I always put my recipe just standing somewhere so I can see it. Here comes how it works. Low-key, that's a lot of onions, so sometimes I don't use everything that they give me. Close enough. Voila, that's the veggies. This is actually coming together so nicely. Oh no!
Bruh.
Oh my god! We're gonna pretend like that didn't happen. Thinnest layer of pasta ever. Oh my god, I'm a freaking. This is all supposed to be mixed, which is fine. Definitely did not have room to mix it in the pot anyways.
A few moments later.
No matter who does the cooking, honestly, one of my favorite parts of the day is getting to sit down and just catch up and eat dinner together with my boyfriend. It's kind of nostalgic for me, to be honest. Looking back at growing up, that was like the best part of the day, is just being with your family and being present together. So I am really grateful that we get to do that most days together because our schedules allow that. It's even more special when you can cook for each other or cook with each other. We just got back from a little walk with Bean, and then I got some stuff as well. I got a kombucha. Oh my god. Stop. I love kombucha.
I love bananas.
I haven't tried this one before though. Watermelon Wonder. This is probably my favorite brand. I think this is like an OG kombucha. Honestly, it just kind of tastes like watered down watermelon. That's the kombucha. Just typical things, you know, B12. Try to take this in the morning. And then lastly, I just got some contact solution. Nothing fancy, but that's just what a typical evening walk consists of. So I'm just gonna hang out for a little bit and catch you guys in a sec. one of the things that is on my, I guess, daily list is Don't Laugh at Me, Duolingo. I don't know how I started to do this. If you don't have Duolingo, it's basically just a language teaching app. Anyways, I started doing it 355 days ago. Don't know why I started doing it, but ever since then, I'm adamant on doing it for a full year, and I'll probably try to keep doing it. Anyways, I am Chinese. I grew up speaking Chinese, but like don't really speak it anymore. Don't really have opportunities to. It's just a nice little exercise that I can do. The lessons are usually like less than 10 minutes. I don't know why I'm showing you. Yeah, at this point, it's usually just some Duolingo. I don't have any videos to edit now, but if I did, I'd probably be editing it. So I'm gonna do my Duolingo. Perfect lesson. Honestly, I feel like I probably haven't learned anything, but like it just refreshes my memory of words that I already know, which is good. 356 days. I got a package from Amazon. I'm actually excited to try this. You guys can probably tell, but like I've been kind of whispering because Trevor's already gone to bed, so this will kind of be good to test. Got a little microphone. So this actually has different adapters or whatever, so you can use this for your phone, you can use this for your camera, which is what I'm gonna try it with, and yeah. I've actually never gotten an external mic before, like ever. I wanted to get like a directional microphone, basically one that kind of sits on top of the camera, but then I was kind of like, I don't really feel like I would use it that much, or maybe I would if I had it, but like this one on the other hand, if I try to like record something from further away, like you can't hear what I'm saying. Cute. Okay, so this is what it comes with. I'm guessing this is all for like charging, that type of stuff. Hoping that it's already charged so that I can actually use it, but this is what one of them looks like. You can definitely use this to like clip onto your shirt. And then this is what goes into your camera. It can go into your phone, it can go to your camera. And then there's this, oh, hello? Okay, let me try this and see how it sounds. So if I did it correctly, then this should be picking up from this mic. I'm hoping that this is a pretty decent level, but I didn't adjust the settings, so if it's like super loud, then my bad. I've adjusted the levels again. I'm hoping that this is not as crazy loud. I don't know how I feel about it, to be honest. I do want to try it on my phone though, to see how that kind of picks it up. Next thing I'm going to do is actually a little bit of like, not a workout, because here, I'm just gonna clip this. I just don't know how to like get it to sit upwards. Anyways, what I'm actually trying to show you guys is what I call and what are called trigger sessions. So trigger sessions are basically like not an actual workout. I don't know how to explain it in its full proper terms, but basically as part of the plan that I'm doing right now, which is MAPS Anabolic, what I like about it is the fact that it's not actually 5 days a week of working out, because realistically, like I just would not be able to keep up with that, and that's not really how I feel like I'm going to be working out for most of my life. Honestly, right now I'm just trying to feel like I have more structure and feel like I'm building better habits so that I'm moving on a regular basis, which, as you saw, like just walks and stuff like that are things that I try to make more of a routine out of. So this is one of those things as well. What I do is I take resistance bands. I mean, this is just one resistance band. I don't really like change the strength of it that much, because honestly, it's not really to like work out your muscles. It's more, as the name suggests, a trigger, so that you're triggering some sort of response from your body just to try to get some movement, you know, that you typically wouldn't. Especially for me, like my day-to-day is very sedentary, with the exception of like walks that I try to incorporate into my routine. So I feel like this is helpful because for the most part, like I'm not on my feet and my lifestyle is not very active right now, and that's okay, but you have to find other ways, you know, to make everything balanced. So I'm gonna clip you guys up. So I realized after that this whole lab mic thing is actually a lot trickier than I assumed it was, and I think it takes a lot more monitoring and adjustments to actually make it work. So the sound is not great. I totally recognize that, and I'm definitely gonna have to figure out how to make it work. But in any case, this is my voiceover to tell you that I know the sound is not great, and we're just gonna watch the clips, and this is me doing my trigger session, and next time I promise I'll figure out how to make the audio a bit better. Alright, after I get out of the shower, it's time for my skincare routine. This is definitely my ideal skincare routine. I don't do this every single night, and sometimes less is more, but when I have time to do the most, this is what I try to do. So first step is just to wipe off any makeup that I might have on. I typically don't have a whole lot when I'm working from home, but I'll just wipe that off, and then I go in with my cleanser. This is the Tatcha Rice Cleanser. I'll put the full name on the screen, but I find it's pretty soothing and I really like it. I also try to tone my face. This I feel like gets out so much that you don't even notice is on your skin. Like there's dust and like sometimes there's extra makeup that your makeup wipe or your makeup remover just doesn't get off. So I definitely try to do this most days. Next is I use my Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream, and this is my favorite. I finally invested in a full-size one, don't worry. So the last two things are a must. My lips get hella dry. I really appreciate this Laneige lip mask. Also put on some eye cream. So this is the eye cream that I've been using, and that's basically it. The very last things that I do at night are 1, check off my daily tasks and daily to-do lists and habits. So I have a pretty big surprise, but your girl is actually a Notion girly now. I was super against it for such a long time, but I am working on my own Notion template. So I'll definitely show you guys what my Notion looks like once it's finally set up. But for now, I'm just updating my tasks, adding new things for the next day. Again, this is my ideal night routine, but I try to give time for myself to step away from screens, and I do try to read at least a few times a week. So ideally I would read every single day. Does that happen? Definitely not, but I try to do at least a few days a week that I feel like I'm getting some good time away from the screen, and it helps me get myself ready for bed. Lastly, I didn't show you guys, but I did put some dishes in the dishwasher, so that's finished. I typically put the dishes away in the mornings, and if you want to see what my morning routine looks like, make sure to check out the video on the screen, and I'll see you guys next time.